Welcome to the official YouTube channel for the Colin Cowherd podcast. Go on, hit that subscribe button if you're new so you don't miss any of our great football content this season. Well, instant reaction, plus I'm going to have some thoughts on the Dodgers win over the Phillies. Jags beat Kansas City 31-28, but if you look at the final stats, Kansas City had 465 yards, 307 yards passing, one time of possession, 25-17 first downs. Mahomes had a pick six and did not see the guy. He threw a ball that he didn't see the defender, so I give him a little bit of a pass on that. I don't know what – I think Kansas City's really good. I don't think right now they're as consistent as Detroit, but they have a better defense. I don't think they have the consistent pass rush or pass protection of Denver. They don't have the roster of Philly, and they don't have the late game magic of Tampa. I think Kansas City, outside of those teams, is the fourth or fifth best team in the NFL. If they played Green Bay tomorrow, Green Bay's young. I wouldn't trust them. I'd take Kansas City. Rams, Rams got outplayed by the Colts. They were lucky to win that game and lost to the Niners. I don't know what to do with the Jags. I don't think the Jags are better than Kansas City. I don't think if they played again, Mahomes would have a pick six, and it was in Jacksonville, which is not worth much, but it was worth something. I really like Kansas City tonight. I think, keep your eye on Brashard Smith. He played at the Miami Hurricanes. I think he was a seventh-round pick for them. Between Kelsey, Worthy, Hollywood Brown, and Brashard Smith is emerging as a real player for them. When Rashee Rice comes back, Kansas City's going to have a really good receiving core. They passed for over 300 yards tonight. I thought Mahomes was magical. 28-37, 307 yards, 6 rushing attempts, 10 yards per rush. I thought he was unbelievable. He had a bad pick six. He has to be their leading rusher. It's not ideal. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. But, again, there's not a great team in this league right now. I'm doing the herd hierarchy tomorrow. I don't know what the hell to do with Jacksonville. I don't know what to do with Seattle. I can't put Seattle in, and I think they're good. I got the Colts at 10. I got Buffalo at 8 or 9. I'm not sure what to do with Buffalo. I don't trust their defense. I don't have New England in it, and they just beat Buffalo. I don't do standings. Jacksonville's 4-1. Kansas City is 2-3. I think Kansas City's better. I do. I think they're the better team. And I think when they get Rashee Rice, they'll take another jump up. I think Kansas City's an old team. They're going to be built for October, November, and December. It's just crazy right now. There's no great teams. There's great coaches. There's great quarterbacks. There's great units. I think the best unit in the league is the running back room for the Lions and the offensive line for the Lions. Offensively, Detroit is just a freaking handful, man. They are just blowing people out. And you have to now, one of the things I've learned over the last couple years, as they've extended the schedule to 17 games, I think one of the things we have to all come to terms with is you just can't count week one. I mean, the Raiders beat the Patriots in week one. The Lions got smoked by Green Bay. It's just an extension of preseason because nobody plays starters in the preseason. So week one is really teams like it's an extension of the preseason. You can't, I had a winning blazing 5. I don't know how I lucked into that. But week 2 to now, there's some obvious. I just think the season now is so long that you're just going to have bad home games. I thought Buffalo last night, just the fumbles early. I think Buffalo's better than New England. I think they played them 5 times. They beat them 4 out of 5 times. They didn't beat them last night at home. So I watched this game, and I thought it would be a little lower scoring. I thought it was wildly entertaining. Trevor Lawrence, I was one of the first Trevor Lawrence fanboys. I saw him in high school. I went to a camp in San Diego, and he was down there with all that wild hair. And I came back on the air, and I said, man, I just saw one of the best high school quarterbacks I've ever seen. He was insane. But he is, fumble at the goal line, bad interception. The pick six, Mahomes did not see the defender. The timing and the spot of that interception by Trevor Lawrence felt like it was worse. And he's just worth a couple of turnovers, it feels like, in big spots. But I will say is Jacksonville's problem isn't talent, it's sort of belief. I mean, for them to travel cross country and beat San Francisco, that's impressive. They had a really good special teams day. So they're finding kind of different ways to win. Kansas City, give Trevor Lawrence credit, though. In that final drive, holy crow, did he have a couple of darts. And Kansas City was bringing heat, and Spags was bringing, like, safety blitz, and he escaped. And he almost fell down on that winning touchdown. It was not artistic, but that throw to Michael Thomas up the right sideline, that is as good a throw as Trevor Lawrence has made as a professional quarterback. That was a perfect throw. That was all-time stuff. That's Eli Manning to Mario Manningham in the Super Bowl when he fits it in the bread basket. That throw by Trevor Lawrence will go down as one of his great throws as a pro to beat Kansas City. So, I know the records say that the Jags are a better team. I'm not sure they are. I don't think New England's better than Buffalo. I just thought it was a great night for them and a great win. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the herd hierarchy. I think Detroit's the best team in the league right now. But there's an argument Tampa's second. I thought Tampa beating Seattle, and Seattle was so impressive. Today's show is brought to you by our new presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. They're a great partner. October baseball is here, baby. The pressure's higher, the moments are bigger. One swing can change everything. Hard Rock Bet lets you get in on every pitch. So if you're a new customer, you place a $5 bet. If it hits, a $5 bet hits, you not only get your winnings, but also $150 in extra bonus bets. Plus, every day this week on Hard Rock Bet, you can get a profit boost for a playoff baseball parlay. There are new promos every day. Boost your same game parlay or your SGP max so your bet pays extra winnings. So if you want to see what everybody else is betting on tonight, who's going to homer, top picks or parlays across any sport, the Hard Rock Bet app literally shows you. Easy, cool. Another reason, download the Hard Rock Bet app. Takes you 90 seconds. Tap Discover, and you can see trending picks and parlays at any time. Download the Hard Rock Bet app, make your first deposit, have fun. Cost of everything's still out of control, and many of us are relying on credit cards to cover essentials. If that debt is piling up, you're not alone. You might have considered reaching out to our friends at American Financing, but hesitated because you don't want to give up your low mortgage rate. Well, there's good news. Very good news. They've created the Smart Equity Loan. It's a solution designed to help you take control of your finances without touching your current mortgage. Unlike a HELOC, which can have varied interest rates, the Smart Equity Loan offer, it's a fixed rate. That means one predictable monthly payment. This loan allows you to leverage the equity in your home to pay off high interest debt. Free up your cash flow. Okay? Keep your existing low mortgage rate intact. It only takes 10 minutes to get started. No upfront or hidden fees. Just call American Financing today, 866-721-3300. 866-721-3300. Or AmericanFinancing.net/Colin. So I got to talk about the Dodgers 4-3 win over the Phillies to take a 2-0 lead. Winning games in Philly's not easy. In so many ways, it was such a beautiful win by the Dodgers. Blake Snell, great starting pitching. I mean, Snell was incredible. 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, didn't allow a run. Beautiful, clutch performance by Blake Snell. The fielding, they had 2 or 3 great plays. Miguel Rojas, who's a 36-year-old shortstop at third, made an unbelievable play in the bottom of the 6th inning to leap to the bag and beat the runner to get the out at third. Just an incredible defensive play. Clutch hitting by Will Smith and Ohtani in a 4-run 7th. But if you've never seen the Dodgers play and you know how much money they spend, it was the classic Dodger win because Blake Trinan comes in, and he's an older reliever. They have struggled with their bullpen all year. And Trinan comes in, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and the wheels come off. And I'm watching, and I'm thinking, It's the perfect Dodger win. Starting pitching's unbelievable. Clutch hitting, fantastic defense. And there wasn't a Dodger fan that felt good about that thing when they went to the bullpen. And I keep saying this. I've never seen a team with a bad bullpen win a World Series. You seam heads that have encyclopedic knowledge of the sport, you don't have to have great starting pitching. I mean, there was a Kansas City Royals team years ago that won a World Series, small market Kansas City, that had a great bullpen, but not great starting pitching. They were just kind of an athletic team, manufactured runs. The Dodgers do so much well, and their starting pitching now is really, really heating up. And Mookie Betts, again, getting on base. Will Smith is back from the injury. Like they are a great batting order. But man, when they go to that bullpen, they're Dodger fans, and I've said this for years. Nobody knows a team's bullpen better than its fans. A lot of times the national play-by-play guys, they come in and they jump in for the big games. But if you want to know if a team's bullpen is trustable, go to a diehard fan when they go to the bullpen, and how that fan initially feels will tell you the truth about that reliever. Because baseball is a very complex sport. I mean, there's so many elements to a baseball team, like football, but I mean, even your bullpen, you've got your closer, hopefully you've got a great closer, and then you've got your setup guy, and then you've got middle relievers. So even your bullpen is several narratives and stories. And I mean, it started out as just a great pitching duel, but it turned into a huge seventh inning for the Dodgers, tremendous defense. Will Smith delivers, and I'm just watching the bullpen unravel. And it's Dave Roberts is like Aaron Boone. He's a player's manager, and he trusts his guys. And that's what they always say about Jim Harbaugh. He just believes in his players. And Dan Campbell believes in his players. Same with Vrabel. Part of building a great culture is this belief, even with struggling players, that you've got their back. And, I mean, you can say it's to a fault, but if the Dodgers win this World Series, Dave Roberts will have earned it, because tonight the Dodgers did so many things at a high level. It was beautiful baseball, fielding, starting pitching, timely hitting. I mean, it was really just a masterpiece of postseason baseball. And then they go to the bullpen, and you're white knuckling it as a Dodger fan. So if you've never seen a Dodger game, that sums up what they can be at their best and their worst, all within 2.5 hours, right? But they get out of it with a win. I thought Philadelphia would probably find a way with a little bit better bullpen. The Dodgers have so much talent. The architecture of the team is the Yankees spend the money, but the Yankees are uneven. They're so home run dependent. Now, if Garrett Cole was healthy, maybe you'd feel differently. But the Yankees don't play a lot of small ball. They don't grind out the at-bats. They strike out too much. The Dodgers do a lot well. And so they've taken a 2-0 series lead on the Philadelphia Phillies. And I'm going to now spend the next 15 minutes doing my herd hierarchy. It's a mess right now. I can't put Seattle in it. You got to win those close games. You got to win at home against San Francisco or Tampa, one, if not both. So I can't put Seattle in it. I don't know what to do with the Jags. I'm telling you, I love the Colts. I love the Colts offensive line. I have to put the Colts in it. I have to put Buffalo in it. But Buffalo may be 8. Do I put the Jags in over the Rams? Really? Trevor Lawrence, Liam Cohen, or Matt Stafford, Sean McVay? If you had a one-off. I don't know if the Jags can make it. We'll see you tomorrow.